Here's the question worth sitting with. If buyer demand in Frederick County is actually up over 20% from a year ago, why are homes sitting on the market twice as long? Hi, I'm Ryan Jakubowski with the Hulsman Group of Coldwell Banker Realty. This is your Frederick County market update for February 2026. By the end of this video, you'll have a clear picture of what's really happening in the market and what it means for you. January's numbers tell two different stories depending on where you look. On the demand side, things look strong. 264 new contracts were signed, up nearly 22% from January of last year. That's real buyer activity. But closed sales came in at 179, down about 7% year over year. And inventory has climbed sharply, now sitting at 480 active listings, up 34% from a year ago. With more homes available and buyers taking their time, the average days on market jumped up from 32 days last January to 46 days this January. This market has more moving parts than the headline numbers suggest. Let's start with demand because the pending contracts number deserves attention. 264 new contracts in January is meaningful. It tells us buyers are out there, they're engaged, and they're making moves. That's actually running above the 5-year January average of 280, which means demand isn't falling apart. What's changed is that buyers have options now. With 480 active listings on the market, they're taking more time to decide, being more selective, and in some cases, negotiating harder than they could have a year or two ago. Now let's talk about speed, because this is where the market is really splitting. Of the 179 homes that closed in January, 48 of them, roughly 27%, sold in 10 days or less. Those are the well-priced, well-presented homes that buyers recognize as good value and moved on quickly. But on the other hand, 56 homes, about 31%, took more than a month to sell, and 39 homes needed more than 90 days. The average days on market of 46 is up 44% from a year ago. The gap between fast movers and the slow ones is the story of this market right now. On price, Frederick County is actually holding up reasonably well. The median sold price in January came in at $482,500. That's up 6% from January of 2025's $455,000. Sellers are still receiving about 97.9% of their original asking price on average, which is down slightly from 99.3% a year ago, but still solid. The takeaway: values aren't collapsing, but the days of getting above asking on every listing are largely behind us. Accurate pricing from the start matters more than ever. On the mortgage front, the 30-year fixed rate is around 6% this week for conventional buyers. If you're using FHA or VA financing, rates are even more favorable, around 5.65%. That's a meaningful improvement from where rates were in 2023 and 2024. And it's one reason buyer demand has stayed resilient even as the overall pace of the market has slowed. So here's the bottom line for Frederick County. This is a market that rewards preparation and punishes optimism. Buyers have more choices, more time, and more negotiating room than they've had in years. Sellers who price accurately and present their homes well are still getting strong results. But the market will tell you quickly if you've misjudged it. Whether you're thinking about buying, selling, or just keeping an eye on things, I'd love to help you think it through. I'll put a link to the full market summary in the description below. I'm Ryan Jakubowski. Talk soon.